So if you've been following along, this is our Jeep JKU project, and it started out as a flood damaged Jeep, bone stock Sahara edition, and we fixed it up, put it on some 35s, locked the front and rear, put a 44 in the front, and went out and beat the crap out of it all over the southeast. Then we brought it in for phase 2 of the build, did a bunch of stuff to it, PSC steering, 37s and some bead locks, how it is now behind us, and went and beat the crap out of it out at Moab and Sand Hollow, as well as Vegas and Grand Junction, Colorado. Got back from that trip, and in true fashion, we've got 4 days now before we leave, 3 days actually, before we leave for KOH, and we got a few things that we want to fix up on it. First off, it's going to get some REID knuckles. Second, it's going to get a Motobilt Spare Tire Carrier. We thought we could go without a spare, but when you're somewhere like KOH and you're forever away from camp, you want to have a spare tire. Even though we're not real worried about busting one of those BFGs, because if I would have cut one, I would have cut one already, because we put it in some bad places when we were going through Moab and Sand Hollow and places like that. So, yep, that's pretty much it. Oh, we're going to throw some exhaust on it too, because the exhaust has more holes in it than any exhaust I've ever seen. And yeah, that's about it. Then we're going to load her up and take her to KOH. Oh, and of course, we're going to KOH. We're going to want to do some go-fast stuff, and our bump stops are pretty much non-existent on the front. That's why we got some of these Icon 2.0 air bumps. It's going to make it ride nice. Then we can bomb the desert real fast. Action! So first things first, we're gonna have to get this old rusty exhaust out from under this Jeep. We got it up on the lift, and we're gonna go ahead and spray the connector right here and make sure we can get that thing loose. We're gonna spray it with a little bit of W40 Specialist rust release penetrant. Stuff will work good. We'll let it soak for a little bit, and that bolt should come right off. So this is the stock rusty saltwater exhaust, and this is the rock crawler kit that we got. I'll leave a link in the description where you can get that, or you can order it from us right here at bustknuckleoffroad.com. But yeah, it's out of here. Time to get it installed and ready to go. So as you can see, this little rock crawler exhaust, way better package. It's not hanging down as low, so it shouldn't get hit as much. Just has a little turn down right before the axle, all out of the way. And you got all this free space for activities up here where the old muffler used to be. You hear all that whoop house? Dylan's over there laughing at my exhaust. Alright, now we got the exhaust taken care of on the Jeep. Now we gotta do something about these bump stops. I mean, these are basically trashed. So, lucky for us, we got these sweet air bumps from Icon. Have some new plugins to hold them. I'm just gonna cut the stock ones out. So back out with a grinder and sawzall. Alright, so to get the stock bump stop out, you're going to have to cut this weld around the top of the coil bucket. And that means also, before you do any cutting, that you want to go ahead and take out this rubber coil spring isolator, because you don't want to tear that up. Then you're ready to cut. Alright, so you've probably noticed by now that we did not make it to KOH with the Jeep. It would not fit in the trailer with the Mega Razor, and last minute we decided to leave it, unfortunately. But we have an even more epic trip with it, and that is Easter Jeep Safari in Moab. We are leaving in 2 days to go do that. We got a Motobilt Spare Tire Carrier to go ahead and throw on there, and we still got to put those REID Knuckles on it and give it a once over and make sure it's ready to go so we can freaking wheel for an entire week out in basically the wheeling mecca of the world, and that is Moab, Utah. So here we go. Help spray a little W40 Specialist rust release penetrant spray on these little guys so we can get the hub off of here.
Perfect word. Yeah, I think it's one of those things.
So here you can see the difference between the heavy-duty REID JK knuckles and the stock ones. It moves the tie rod spot up 1.5 inches and the drag link up 3 inches. So other than being heavy-duty, they also raise everything up out of the rocks. And if you have hydraulic assist steering like we do on our JK, this is the next upgrade you need to do, because these stock JK knuckles will break, especially with hydro assist. Oh. You right.
Please move. That's where you get in that one.
We gotta lower it first. Get this stuff.
Here it is, just like Christmas. Alright, time to put a legit spare tire carrier on this bad boy. Get rid of all this plastic junk. This one right here from Motobilt. Heavy duty, high clearance. Up, down.
It's going.
All that stuff in there is still adjustable.
Oh, my lance. Oh, yeah. Can park cars like that?
We had a mini pigs. It's like when they're born. When they're
Will it?
It's actually pretty smooth.
Did it drop at all?
No, that didn't even move.
This thing's freaking heavy duty.
Yeah, shut it and see how it does.
I think it looks good.
It's got a 100-pound tire on it.
It does have a lot of tire on it.
It's stout, that's on there.
Yeah. Good job, Motobilt. All right, so that is it for the JKU build phase 3. We got it all done. It is officially 11:43 p.m. in Alabama. We have to drive 24 hours to Moab for Easter Jeep Safari first thing in the morning. So I'm gonna drive 30 minutes home, get some rest. But we got that Motobilt Spare Tire Carrier on there. That thing is beefy. And we got those sick REID knuckles on there, so we don't have to worry about steering in any rocks or anything like that. So can't wait to see how it does. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, follow along. Easter Jeep Safari. It's gonna be a good time.